Alright guys, we're on another video here. So we're just going to be practicing, just practicing some polarity. It's in the middle of the day, 12:30 Eastern, and if we pull up a chart, this is what the chart looks like right now. Okay, so this is what the chart looks like right now. Biden was talking over here about the debt ceiling, so we're just going to be arming it in trend mode here. Just because we've been pretty correlated here, and we just blasted through this derived zone, and we're above this absorption line that's automatically marked. Okay. One thing we can mark out is this absorption here. We're actually going to stretch it down to there, and that's all we're going to do for this at this time right here. So, but yeah, looking at these, we're above the RSI. Price delta not correlated here or on this candle right now. And we've been blasting through these derived zones. These are old absorptions. You can delete those. Could mark out this one. And then, yeah, that's really it for there. We're making new high a days here. The highest point of the day. It looks like we might be starting to form some chop. There's a lot of orders sitting here, so if we take a look at the book map, right? The red areas on the chart here are going to be areas where there's a lot of passive orders. Okay, so a lot of passive orders here. There's also passive orders down here. So anywhere you see red is going to be an area to watch. And this is all passive orders, right? Our Polarity AC4 is showing active orders. So basically if someone markets in, and this book map is showing passive orders, so limit orders, stop loss orders, you know, all those orders, right? So that's what those are showing. I'm also going to be trying to come out with a trend regression guide soon, and also the release of this Discord. Timeless is the name of it. It's going to be coming out most likely later this week or at the beginning of next week. Okay, so we have a full 5-hour course with the Discord. And we also have daily plans that come out where I say, you know, what mode we're likely to start in, zones to watch, levels to watch, and I'll be explaining those in this voice chat every morning. And then it's encouraged to have you guys, the members, stay in this and share your screen and trade together. Okay. But if not, then you have a full plan set out, full 5-hour education on supply and demand. We have weekly education sessions as well. And yeah, it's basically just for everyone to learn and grow, right? Everyone to learn and grow as a trader, okay? And I'm going to be putting a polarity course in there. Yeah, it's really meant for everyone to just get better as a trader, no matter the skill level, right? But that supply and demand course, I usually charge about $450 for, because it's a 5-hour course. So if you are a member, you get it for free. So it's a good benefit. It gives you more context on the market, and you can trade it. If you didn't want to use polarity, you could trade it just with the course. So right now we're waiting. There's not much going on. Have a little absorption
Order
line.
filled.
Okay, so there's our first fill there. We're in 3 contracts for 2.5 point TP, 2.5 point stop loss. So what's interesting here is if we take a look at Bookmap, we can see that we have big orders here, 4155, and the faster this moves, the faster these bubbles form, the more momentum's coming in, right?
Target filled.
This is big size. We just got filled there. This is big size as well. Hundreds of contracts.
Order filled.
So that's another long trade. Okay, another long trade. Taking a look at the Bookmap here. You can see how we're starting to accelerate and how fast we're breaking out. That's pretty interesting. We have pretty big selling coming in here, but also look at this 500 lot buy order, 200 lots, another 300 here. So buyers are pretty heavy. You can see that on the delta as well. See that on the delta. Our next big wall is going to be 4160, right? So if we're looking at Bookmap, 4160. So we should be able to push into 4160. And it looks like we also have someone trying to hold the price up right here. You can kind of see that. Someone put orders here and here to try and maybe hold the price up. But there's a lot of selling coming in. Good amount of selling. But next big resistance is going to be 4160 with 368 contracts sitting, waiting to get filled. Okay. If we zoom out, not a ton of big orders besides 4160 and maybe down here a little bit, but 4140 is another key area as well. Okay, so a lot of selling coming in, most likely going to be stopping out here just because of the time and sales here. There's a triple stacked short. So we'll see how it reacts to this derived zone. But you could just see the tape speeding up there. If we take a look at it again, our stop loss is 4154, so that's 4154.75. So keep an eye on Bookmap. I like looking at Bookmap. Gives you some more context on the market, so you can see 4160 levels building, getting closer to 400 contracts sitting. A lot of red on the tape here. I only have it to show orders bigger than 50, as that, you know, if you had it at 1 and just be constantly moving, you only want to see the bigger orders, because those are the ones that are actually going to move the market. Okay, so yeah, 4160 key area right now for us, at least for us. And looks like there's someone at 4150 also got some orders sitting there waiting to get filled. A little bit of buying on the tape here. Decent size, but you can see right here there was 500 or 600 contracts that were sold in the matter of about 20 seconds. So that's quite a bit. And then this could also be just one person, right? This could be one person selling out of a position, huge position. Any huge size down here? No huge size. These are some pretty big orders, 460 and 240. But and now we're just waiting. We're looking at Polarity, AC4. You can kind of see how this reflects the delta as well. So the time in sales and the delta, you can just see how it changes, how they're correlated. But potentially could have been a good idea to arm regression, because, well, I guess we got entered. Where did we get entered? Here on this candle. It was here. But this price delta correlate or divergence here, absorption here. So yeah, if we look at Bookmap now, our order's at 4159.75. That's our target. You can see 4160 is building. So potentially we could pop up here, and it could be a huge seller just sitting there, right? So we could move down. Could be a good idea to potentially arm regression long. So we look for a short up here. So trend short or regression long. Hopefully we can hit the target, but you can see there's some decent size here. 4159 as well. And right here is the session volume, so you can see the total amount of contracts traded at that certain price for the session. That can be pretty handy as well. And then the current order book, these are just all the passive orders sitting on the market right now. Looks like we're about to hit it. See if we see some buyers come in. A little bit more, a little bit more. One tick off. And we touched it. Big seller came in, another big buyer.
Target filled.
There we go. So I'm gonna just let it be for a second. I'm actually gonna arm. I'm just gonna keep it arm and trend. But we want to see how this reacts here. Price and delta still pretty correlated here. Besides this candle, right? But watch how this reacts. See. And watch the time in sales here as well. So we'll see if it starts to get absorbed. And you can also see that on the Analytica chart, right? Some cells getting filled there. So Bookmap, I like to look at Bookmap more than just a regular chart. Like for example, okay, so let's take a look at the time and sales here. Big buy orders filled here, right? Now,
Order filled.
what could that be? So we got a long trade. That could be buy stops getting hit, or it could just be people buying, taking the market long. But it also could be people stopping out of their short trades, right? But you can see how useful Bookmap is. And you can also trade right off of Bookmap. So what I mean by that, well, let's see. So our target's going to be 63.5. So we're really close to that target, 63.5. You can see the momentum we have right now. No huge sellers right now. No huge sellers. 63.5. Look at these buyers coming in. So about 450 contracts right there. These are all big orders. These are all big orders. There's usually not this many orders coming through the time and sales here, above 50. So this is a little abnormal, and I think it's partly because of Biden today talking. Some selling coming in right now, though. You can probably see that on the delta. So we got about half a tick off there, and now we have some triple stack sells, right? Triple stack sell imbalance. Have absorption at the top of this bar. But the next key area for us to watch is going to be probably 4165, maybe right where our target is, 4163.5. And you can see there's a decent amount of orders right here, probably trying to push or get filled for a long, hold the price here. That is my guess there. Obviously, you know, at any moment, someone could just sell a huge amount of size and drop us 10 points. But yeah, watching the time and sales and where the passive orders are, very, very important. But I'll show you guys a way to trade a way that I like to trade Bookmap after this trade gets filled or stopped out on. So yeah, we're taking a look here. A little bit of absorption at the top of this bar, right? And point of control at the top as well on this candle. Take a look here. We are slowing down a little bit. That's perfectly fine because we've been rallying for the past 10 minutes or 20 minutes actually. So our stop loss is 58.5. So that's down here. Down here. And then our take profit is up at 63.5. Watch these the time and sales here. Big selling coming in. Looks like we potentially could be turning around here. So there's another triple stacked imbalance here. So getting a little closer to our stop loss there. But yeah, a lot of selling coming in. You can see that here. You can check the delta there. Big delta change. We did get really close to our take profit. About half a tick, or half a point off. Yep, half a point off. Now let's watch the tape here. This is what I'm looking at every morning as well. So, time and sales, let's see. No big orders coming in right now. Yeah, these areas, so you can see there's a lot of orders in the book right now. A lot of orders in the book. All right, moving back up a little. 120 contract buy order, followed by decent selling. 4165 is building as well as 4164. So we might want to push up here, grab some liquidity. We'll see how it reacts. The book is pretty thick with orders, so it's interesting. Take a look at polarity here. Have absorption at the bottom of this candle and the bottom of this candle. We check the delta, it's still negative 1,000, which is pretty heavy. And quite a bit of volume on this candle as well, which is partly why the delta is so big. Right here, the buyers and sellers pretty evenly matched. About half a tick off again, half a point. You can see we're starting to slow down though.
Target filled.
There it is. So look at this too, 800 contracts. So I'm gonna call that there, but that's a big buy order. Most likely we're gonna get some continuation. So watch this. So derived zone just formed. Let's see if there's some continuation. A little bit, but we'll have to see. So this is a way I like to trade Bookmap. Okay, order flow. So we take a horizontal line, and it's a yellow line, okay? But you see these yellow lines right here? Let me change this, just so you can see it better. So these yellow lines, right? You can see the consolidation right here, right? You can see the consolidation here. You can see the consolidation, and then right here, range, right? We broke out of the range. The bigger the green bubbles, the more buying, right? So if you look here, a lot of buys, right? Volume picked up. So you could take a long trade here. And what happened? We're skyrocketing. And then you take these key levels that I mark out right here, supply and demand zones, and that's what you target. So likely we're going to hit 4167 here. And that is how you could trade those. Right? That's how you could trade those, target one of those other zones. And that's all stuff we go over in the course, right? You can see target got filled here. We likely would have gotten entered into another long trade after this 3-stacked imbalance. So most likely immediately right here. And we would have taken another profit at the top of this candle. So that would have most likely worked as well. But we're calling that a nice little trading session there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and learned something. That's all.